Coming up at 6, as we near the long holiday weekend, experts are warning people to be considerate with fireworks they may be planning to set off. We'll explain why coming up.
And storms rolled through parts of the area yesterday. We'll have a look at some of the pictures our viewers captured. That's coming up. Oh, yeah. Man, oh, that's in Valdosta right there.
That was a good-looking time-lapse from Valdosta. We had some significant rain in some spots yesterday. I got about an inch at my house.
Oh, really?
The airport picked up almost 2 inches worth of rain. So,
wow.
Yeah.
All I did was listen to it.
It's so good to nap to. It's so good to nap to, or clean to, or play with a dog to, whatever you got to do. You know, we've got some viewer pictures from around the area. By the way, love it when we get these viewer pictures. We'll show them to you in a second. First, let me tell you about this forecast. I'm going to start with the temperatures that are all hovering right around 72, 73, except for Apalachicola, where it's 76 this morning. Now, I think we'll be watching western areas over towards Panama City, over towards Destin, over towards Pensacola for more rain during the morning and early afternoon hours. And maybe some of that can spill back in our direction for the afternoon, but I don't think we're going to have as many showers today as we did yesterday. We are still going to have some, but I think yesterday was going to be a busier day. I think tomorrow's going to be a busier day, and we're sort of in that little slot between today where there's a slightly different setup going on out there, which will likely provide for fewer showers, but not zero. Now, top temperatures are probably going to get up over 90, even if it's just briefly, and it will be very humid today. I will check on the tropics, talk full forecast in a couple of minutes, but first, let's get to some viewer pictures from around the area. This is around noon yesterday from the coast. Gary Felix sent this one in, saying he captured it near Panacea, looking north from the bridge over Tide Creek on Mashes Sands Road just before 12:30 yesterday.
Wow. That looks kind of scary.
Right?
But he got a good shot of that. Well, John Williams captured this one. He says it was a water spout off Shell Point around lunchtime. That actually is pretty cool, though. These are nice pictures.
Yeah, well, the best way to look at them is when someone else takes a picture and you're not out there dealing with it, right?
Exactly.
Coming up at 6:30, we'll have some more pictures to share of some of the flooding from around Valdosta, by the way. And we love to get your pictures. It's one of our favorite things to do. So please, if you get them, send us.
That's right. We love to see the pictures of storm damage or flooding, whatever you see. All you have to do is go to WCTV.tv and click on the Share It tab at the top of the page. And of course, be careful though when you're out there. Don't do anything that's going to jeopardize.
Don't put yourself in harm's way to get us the pictures. But if you go to the Share It tab on the web page, then all the lawyer people are very happy, and we can use that without any problem. So please, thank you, and be safe out there.
Yeah.
All right. So yesterday we were talking about how gas prices impacting everybody, including boaters, and especially in the Panama City area, as we were talking about yesterday. So we wanted to find out how boaters in our area are dealing with the surge in prices.
Yeah, our Madison Glacier talked to boaters in Steinhatchee about how they plan on celebrating this weekend, even with the high prices.
Well, I talked to several boaters out on the water today who tell me that they don't care about their growing gas prices because they've been itching to get out of the house. Well, others tell me that they've been putting more money back than usual to help with those growing prices.
We've been scalping all week. That's why we came out here on the water.
Vinny Morgan and his family visit Seahag Marina every year for vacation, but this time around took some extra planning.
We had to even set more aside in order to be able to put the boat in the water and keep it in the water. And obviously our other vehicles too.
With premium gas prices just under $6.20 at the marina, Seahag Marina wanted to give customers a more affordable option, so they installed regular gas, which is averaging around $5.60 a gallon.
Instead of just having the regular 93 non-ethanol, we actually started carrying an 87 non-ethanol. It's significantly cheaper, but it's still proper fuel to use in your boats, and it's definitely helped us a lot with seeing more boaters being able to go out on the water.
Morgan, meanwhile, says that he and his family will consolidate when they can, so they're able to do what they love to do.
We love being out on the boat, and we're going to put that first. But it definitely pinches the wallet, that's for sure.
Morgan says he typically already sees the waterways flooded by other boaters by now, but he expects this weekend they'll be jam-packed. In Steinhatchee, Madison Glacier, WCTV Eyewitness News.
All right, covering South Georgia, Pebble Hill Plantation in Thomasville is continuing efforts to preserve the history of former plantation workers. The mapping survey completed on the workers' cemetery recently helped identify more accurate locations of the graves and the condition of the inscribed markers. Pebble Hill's curator says although further work is going to require funding, the progress and data they're collecting plays a crucial role in keeping the memory alive.
It's an incredible part of the whole story of Pebble Hill. The lives that were here over the decades from particularly the 1896 to 1978 when the last owner of the property passed away.
Curtis says the community can also help keep the legacy of former Pebble Hill workers alive by contacting the plantation with any information or photos of those individuals.
6:05 now. A Jacksonville, Florida man who was exonerated for a wrongful conviction after serving more than 3 decades behind bars is back in custody. Authorities say Edward Taylor, after about a month of being set free, shot and injured a man. Robert Grant reports.
This is the first time I'm tearing up, but I love Edward and I may not ever see him again.
Agnes Anderson's tireless work to clear her son's name is now back to square one. Edward Taylor is in jail just about 1 month after he was cleared of a wrongful conviction.
It was just a beautiful thing that he was freed after so long. And we were all happy and just celebrating and doing well. And then this.
While he was officially freed from the suffering of his past, the trauma stuck around. Agnes says he stopped seeing his therapist shortly before last Friday night's shooting.
I don't know what was going through his mind, but I know he was in a lot of pain, mental pain. And I told him, you really have got to go back to that therapist.
Police say Taylor shot a man on A. Philip Randolph on the east side last Friday night and then drove off. According to court documents, surveillance video shows a group of men fire back.
He got out, and I don't know if he took up with the wrong people that he started hanging around with or whatever.
The now 57-year-old was charged with sexual assault in 1986, but in 2019, Taylor was granted parole while the state attorney's office investigated what turned into a case of mistaken identity. The victim later revealed in court it was Taylor's brother who committed the crime.
I waited for this day, seemed like all my life, certainly all my adult life.
The state says it stands by its decision to exonerate and will review this new arrest.
My heart hurt for my son, and I love him dearly. I want everybody to know that I love my son. He is a good guy. Something spurred him off.
Taylor is back in jail with bond set at more than $1 million. Well, in other news this morning, for many, the sound of fireworks is a happy sound, but the 4th of July holiday can also pose a problem for some current and former military members. Bradonna Mitchell, a local veterans advocate, says this time of year tends to be difficult for those suffering from PTSD, and loud noises can trigger bad memories.
In particular, our combat veterans, because they remind them of missiles or other blasts that they may have experienced while they were in combat. It sends them back to a place where they were in danger.
Mitchell advises if you live near a veteran, it's best to give them a heads up if you plan to set off any fireworks. If you're a veteran struggling with PTSD or any other problems related to your military experience, you can call the Vet Center's 24/7 call center. That number on your screen, it is 877-927-8387. Again, 877-927-8387.
Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
And we start this morning on the day planner. I still think top temperatures are going to get up over 90 today, even if it's just briefly. And there will be scattered showers today. Maybe not as many as yesterday or as many as that should be coming our way for the next couple of days, but there should be some. We take a look here, satellite radar composite over the past couple of hours. Not a lot left. We did have some showers trying to hang on till 1 o'clock this morning, and then they've all since fizzled out. We've got some clouds. We've got a lot of moisture out there. It is very muggy outside. So all these 72s and 73s, and that's pretty much the temperature everywhere, feels a little warmer than it is. And we're going to have that heat index to deal with throughout the day today, feeling maybe 8 or 10 degrees hotter than it is. Best chances for the most showers today with the way things are setting up. Feels like it's going to be west of the Apalachicola River. Now, that doesn't mean we can't get showers in more of our area. We certainly can, and I think there'll be some, but I don't think it's going to be as active of a day today as it was yesterday. Have the umbrellas handy just in case. Tomorrow, the way things are going to position and some new energy finds its way along our part of the Gulf Coast, I think our rain chances get enhanced a little bit more, and that's likely going to happen into the upcoming weekend too. Doesn't mean our weekend is going to be a washout. It's not. But those rain chances go from like 50 or 60% today to more like 70% for the next 3 days. And that means good chances no matter where you are for those scattered showers and thunderstorms. And we're talking like those 30 or 45-minute downpour and done type rains. I think today most of us get up over 90. There should be some showers, just not all over the place. I think there's better chances for showers in the forecast starting tomorrow.